Hi guys, it's Tanya here. Thanks for watching. So today I'm going to start a 1 in 3 series on blushes. I was going to do one whole video on my must-have favorite blushes, but truthfully I couldn't narrow them down enough to be able to do just one video, so I'm doing 3. I'm doing Drugstore, High-End, and Cream Blush. And I'm going to start with Cream Blush today because I got a request from VVV Valerie, who's one of my subscribers, asking me if I had tried the Models & Co. Cheek and Lip Tint yet, and asking to do a review on it because she's scared to try it. She got it in her GlossyeBox. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for you today, Valerie, and anyone else who's interested in seeing how I would wear this product and what it looks like on. I'm not wearing any blush or highlighter today, a little bit of foundation and a little bit of Juicy Peach from Neutrogena. It's one of their smooth moisture lip pencil thingies. Anyway, that's all I'm wearing, so I'm going to apply this. But first I'm going to go through my favorite cream blushes. I have them all in a little thing, and then my favorite brushes I use to apply cream blush. First, let's talk about the best way to apply cream and liquid blush product. A lot of people say you can use your fingers with cream product, and you can. I just prefer to use a brush. I like the result I get better than when I use my fingers. I find when you use your fingers, things don't blend as nicely. That's just my opinion. But my 2 favorite brushes are this one from Sephora, and this is an actual Sephora brand brush. It's called the Synthetic Cream Blush number 132. You can see it's really angled and it's synthetic, so it's really soft. And I like the way it's angled like that because you can apply the product, you know, by dipping your brush in it, and you can actually turn it on its side, and it's actually where the placement would be on your cheek, and just stipple it on. I wouldn't really use this one for blending, but you can definitely stipple, and if you learn the proper technique for stippling blush, cream blush on looks amazing. Probably my more used cream blush is the MAC 130. This is the small stippling brush from MAC. MAC brushes are really expensive, but I love this one. I've had it for about 5 years, and none of my bristles are coming out. None of my bristles are fraying. It's still really white. You guys can see that. Same principle, you dip this in the product and you can stipple it on. What I like with this one is you can also blend. So you can stipple and blend and stipple and blend. I will be showing you guys how to use the Models & Co. using this brush in a little bit. So let's start with the Maybelline Dream Bouncy blushes. These are great for beginners in blushes. They're not super pigmented, they're not super bright. They're a really cool textured formula. I would recommend Peach Satin. It's just a really nice soft peach color. You're probably not, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see these because I'm sitting a little bit further back from the camera today. Oh, actually that's pretty good. So that's Peach Satin. Like I said, it's just a nice wash of color. That's a built up swatch. That was 2 swatches I just did. But it's really pretty, and you can also use these under a powder blush to make your powder blush pop more, or you can use them all on their own. They're beautiful. And I find these blend really nicely. The other color I would recommend is number 70 Hot Tamale. It looks really red, but it's actually more of a really pretty pink red. That's what they look like when they're not built up, the second swatch there, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like when you build it up. So that's with 3 swatches. It's really buildable. So that's why I like these. They're really easy to use for the beginner who doesn't really, know how they feel about cream blush, but they're also really buildable and you can get really nice color payoff. The next 2 I'm going to talk about are from Tarte. This is the Tarte Amazonian White Clay Infused Cheek Stain in the Perfect Rose. Tarte is known for their cheek stains, but actually I hate this formula. Look how honkin' that is. This is why I don't just apply this to my cheeks. I know people who buy these and just go like this. I could never do that. I apply it to a brush and then to my face, but I'm just going to swatch it for you on its side here. So that's the color. It's just a really pretty peachy rose color. This looks great on almost every skin tone, and it just creates a really nice pinky glow on your cheeks. My favorite I only have a sample size of. I still have to buy the full size. This is Flush, which is probably their most used, their most bought product. This creates the most gorgeous reddy pink flush stain on your cheeks. It's gorgeous on brides. It looks like they've just been blushing. It's just, I love it. And it's not as buildable as some of the other ones. And it's a stain, so it lasts a lot longer. But again, it's just a beautiful, easy color. It just makes your cheeks look glowing, and I love that. So that's Flushed, and that's the Perfect Rose. Next one I'm going to talk about is Stila. Stila makes beautiful, they're called convertible colors. They're lip and cheek. I have Poppy and Peony, but Poppy is my favorite. It's a beautiful red color. This looks great on the lips, but it's also really pretty for the cheeks. But again, it's really, these are very pigmented, so you really have to kind of shear these ones out in order for them to be wearable. But that's Stila's Poppy. I actually prefer colors like Poppy for the lips, but again, if you sheer it out, it creates a very beautiful, you know, flushy cheek color. The next two are more liquidy. It is the Inglot Face Blush in color number 86, which is kind of a mauvey color, and the Makeup Forever HD Professional Blush in color number 6. This is one of my favorites, but again, what I don't like about these ones is you have to be really careful how much you pump out, because you can end up with a lot more than you really want. And these are really thick, so they look like they're more liquidy, but once they come out, they're actually very thick. So that's number 6. I have it in a few other colors too, but 6 is my favorite just because it's a really pretty coral color and it looks good on most skin tones. And the Inglot one is the complete opposite of that. It is way more liquidy, comes out in a liquid format. But again, you have to be careful with that pump because you can end up with way more than you wanted, like I did. But that is the Inglot color, and again, it's just a mauvey pink color. Number 86. And now we're moving on to my favorite brand of cream blush. It's NYX. I have so many of these. These are just some of my favorites. But I use these ones all the time. I'm going to go through my 3 favorites with you. The first one is Hot Pink, and that is exactly what its name says. It's just a really bright hot pink. Swatch it for you. And these are so pigmented. That's one swatch. So you have to be really careful with these ones, but they're really pretty. The next one is Boho Chic. Boho Chic. Boho Chic. It's a really pretty muted soft pink. Pulls a little bit peachy. That's it right there. This is again way more wearable. You can go light hand or hard hand with this one. It just looks really pretty on the cheeks. And my favorite one is Glow, and this one I use mostly for brides if they want cream product, and myself, to be honest, because I just love this color. It is the perfect, you know, peachy coral color. It is so pretty. It really does create that gorgeous glow on your face. NYX makes great cream blushes. If you are new to makeup, I recommend starting with, you know, the Maybelline or the NYX. And Tarte, of course, are world famous for their cheek stains, but they require a little bit more precision when you're using them, so you have to be a little more careful. So I would recommend that if you're starting with cream product, you lean more towards the NYXs and the Maybellines. And if you're already pretty well versed in the cream world and you want bright pigmented color, the Makeup Forevers are beautiful, Stilas are amazing, and Tartes, of course, you know, they're famous for them. So now on to the Model & Co. Cheek and Lip Tint in Rosy Red. This came in last month's GlossyeBox. I would say with these, what you want to do is you want to take about 1 little drop size on your hand, right? Just tiny, because you want to be able to build it. Take your brush. Now I'm doing this in the viewfinder of my camera because I don't have a mirror in front of me, but you basically want to start on the apples of your cheeks and just stipple it on, and also kind of blend upwards. Now you might need a dot that size for each side, it seems. And as you can see, very little product stayed on my brush. I mean, the top bristles are white, so you'd be able to see that red color. Very little product stayed on my brush at all. And that's because it all got deposited onto the face, which is what a stippling brush is supposed to do. Now on the other side, same thing. Start on the apples of your cheeks, stipple, 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 and work your way up. So that is the end result. Now, a couple quick things about that Model & Co. cheek stain. It is staining. You can hear the dogs in the back, sorry, just ignore them. Carly's coming in. I'm about to do a bridal tutorial on her and record that for you guys. But it is staining, so you want to work quickly, and you don't want to get the placement in the wrong area. Here you can already tell because I didn't have a mirror. I kind of got the placement a little off, and it does stain. But this side looks stunning. So I do like the color. I like how it stains. I would say if you're new to makeup, I probably wouldn't recommend this product just because you have to know how to use it, you have to work quickly, and it does stain. Once it's on, it's on. It's really hard to get off unless you take all your makeup off. So that's my thoughts on the Model & Co. Hopefully that was helpful for you, Valerie. Other than that, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.